Welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role-playing, and video games. I'm your host, Mikey, freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and writing streamer on Twitch. We just finished our first playthrough of Beacon Pines, and now we're just going to chill out for our very first just chatting session, because I couldn't find a general video game / demos category. So I guess we're in just chatting now. So yeah, Zen, welcome in. We just finished Beacon Pines. That is done. I'm going to be posting that up on YouTube. The VODs are there. But we're going to try out a couple of demos for Next Fest. I just felt like I was in the mood. Matthew said that Potionomics had a demo, and I really want that game, so I want to try it out. And Van was also suggesting Slay the Princess. It might be funny after Beacon Pines? Okay. Well, let's give it a shot over here. So I guess we're officially just chatting now. Sorry to scare you like that, Zen. But if there's a demo you want to show or talk about, this is the first time I'm actually looking at Steam Next Fest. So I already installed the Potionomics demo. Let's arrange it by... Oh, by the way, some spoilers. I am going to try out Dagon probably next weekend. I'm looking for more spooky games. Dagon is a free-to-play psychological horror thing. I think it should only take you around 30 minutes to finish. But it is based on, Lovecraftian story, Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft. And it seemed pretty interesting. And I might segue into Call of the Sea, which is a pretty old game that I've always wanted to try. But, typical 1920s, 30s, cosmic horror kind of adventure on an island, very pulpy. So that's Call of the Sea, 1930s in South Pacific. We play as Nora, who crosses an ocean following the trail of her missing husband's expedition and finds herself on a lush island paradise, a nameless, forgotten place dotted with the remnants of lost civilization. So go ahead and drop a suggestion. For Vanua, we have Slay the Princess. My own personal pick is Potionomics. What is something that you want to check out for the Steam Next Fest? Let's click that over here. Heads Will Roll Downfall? Set in the Scottish War. Let me check. I already wishlisted Heads Will Roll. Heads Will Roll Downfall is free? And it is just... release date is October 21. Ah! The demo! It's a demo. Okay. Download 581 MB. So this is a prequel. Would you recommend we play the first Heads Will Roll first? Or is this a great place to jump into? Okay, we have Heads Will Roll. It is downloading. Thanks, Fisher. Yeah, I just realized it's a demo. It's coming out October 21, 2022. I tried the first game. It's freaking hard, and my gamer pride aren't letting me lower the difficulty. I totally understand that feeling, Vanua. When I get stuck because of difficulty, I end up literally not sleeping for the day, just trying to finish the freaking game. It's like, I tell myself, I put myself in hard mode, there's no turning back. It always, I know it's like gamer pride, first world gamer problems, but it's like, it doesn't feel right for me to drop difficulty levels after like committing to a harder one. Like, case in point, Game Deck, I don't feel good dropping it to normal difficulty, but that is more for logistical reasons for this stream. Okay, so we have Heads Will Roll Downfall. Slay the Princess. Where is it? Slay the Princess. The demo is also here. Let's download the demo. 1 gigabyte. All right. I think we have time for 3 because depending on the length of the demos, I'm not sure. All right, you guys roll off. There's actually a hidden command here where you exclamation point dice and then exclamation point dice space the the nomenclature D4, D10, like how many sides of the die that you roll, the type of die to roll. So like slash dice, for example, slash dice 10 is I rolled a 9 on a 10-sided die. So let's spice things up here. I have your demos lined up for Slay the Princess and heads will roll. Try rolling on the D20. So that's exclamation point, roll 20. Oh, dice 20. Sorry, I thought I was on Dice Maiden. So mine was just a demo. Vanua rolled a 17, beat a 17. So I'm just deciding which demo I'm gonna play first, whether heads will roll downfall or Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess is about to finish now. 4 on a 20-sided die. Sorry, Fisher, you lost this D20 roll. We are going to play this. Is it a scary game? Let's try it out. Okay. Pausing this. Slay the Princess. Oh, there are achievements in the demo? Oh, okay. This is a horror game and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects. If this poses a health risk to you, you can turn off animations in the preferences. Can I see? Let's see if I can capture the mode here. Slay the Princess. Where is that? Yeah, good job. I've been wanting to play scary games. Nice intro music, though. Okay, it's gonna take a while to update Streamlabs, so I'm gonna just make it I'm gonna do some technical wizardry here. We're gonna change it to display source. Display capture. Add source. Main monitor. There we go. Put it down here. And make sure it fits. Oh god. There we go. So this is the demo. Our first official demo is Slay the Princess. Options. Full screen. Animated backgrounds, we're good. Auto forward time, we're good. Return. Start. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Copyright free? Explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? There's so many choices! Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet! I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Walk towards the cabin, turn around and leave. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
You convinced me, narrator.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
The end of the world? What are you talking about anyway?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Well, you convinced Fisher. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
But... I have a feeling the world's gonna end if we keep asking questions. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Oh. Damn it, Fisher, you caught me there. A typo that is not. Might as well reach the end of the journey. I can't just do this blindly, narrator. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarch? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Oh my god. Obviously the narrator's not a monarchist. Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Fine.
Like I said, I don't make the rules. No matter how much I wish I did.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with ending the world? Look, I'll go to the cabin and oh, this is new. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Or, okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Okay, look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
The Slay the Princess narrator should meet the Beacon Pines narrator and like have a narrator crossover moment.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, that's the voice of the hero, but the narrator's talking?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. It's like when I play a bard, I lay the dragon and the king looks horrified. Well, you are a bard. You may as well lean into your strengths, right? GM, I seduced the dragon. Classic. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You know, I have never played the Stanley Parable. I wishlisted a deluxe though. The deluxe, like the super deluxe, whatever, super definitive, absolutely final version of Stanley Parable. It's somewhere there in my wish list. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
No, Fisher, stop! I haven't even played Zero Escape yet. Zero Escape's gonna take... How long to beat says? Zero Escape should take around like 60 hours. So I'm still playing that. I'm still gonna play that, Fisher. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Are you Irish?
It's commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
So the narrator's literally a voice in my head. No, let's do this like a badass. Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
You guys know I have a difficult time choosing mean options in RPGs, right? I think I've mentioned that on occasion.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nah. I haven't decided. I'm just here to talk. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess. Drop the blade. I'm not dropping the blade. Are you sure she's not armed? What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us all? I did say I was going to talk to her, right? And then Lobotomy Corp and Library for Winna. Yup, Vanoa and Lobotomy Corp can easily take 100 hours if you want to see all the outcomes. But I doubt I'm going to get that far. I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can and then find a window of opportunity to play Ruina. That's not counting all the games coming out. Good time. We have been getting a lot of good games lately, I must say. Can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up.
No,
You've
narrator,
come this far.
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk.
No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh? Threatened now, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife. And of course we can talk.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. Literally what I did in real life. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
I squint harder.
The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder.
I got an achievement. Staring contest.
So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever.
I can squint.
Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
I blinked. Okay, we're dead. Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
No, Fisher. Remember, I always play the face of the party with super persuasion and deception skills. We can handle this. I'm always a charisma build.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
Our relationship, are you coming on to me? How do I get you out of here? I'm here because you're going to end the world. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that? Now let's start first. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Okay. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
I'm gonna tell her what I want, narrator.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of.
Maybe they meant it figuratively, like when she takes the throne and she will run this world into chaos. She will run the kingdom into the ground. I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're asking.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
It's like you're fighting against a narrator also.
Look, at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or any other number of good things that I'm sure you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
There's no inside check here. Don't fall for it, Fisher.
So, do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
So win-win? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Of course. And how do you suppose I would get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
This is so intriguing though, but if this is already the demo, what's the full game gonna be about? Because this is a great short form experience so far. It's just that you need to kill the princess because she's going to end the world. That's it. That's all you know. Go do it, adventurer, knight, whatever. Go do it, hero. And then that's it. That's the experience. And a lot can be drawn from this.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Cut off her arm.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay. You've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Examining the chains. I'm getting you out of here. Slay the princess. As tempting as it is, I didn't feel like my character would do that or say that in the moment. But I'm already, like, intrigued by this, and this is just a demo, and it's just a singular encounter with a possible world-ending situation, and you're left in the dark intentionally. This is a very interesting experiment, I must say. Like, I'm wondering how would... Like, this is an encounter you could throw at your players, and insight checks are not going to help, because she can be entirely truthful, or she can, like, I don't know, there are ways you can really mess around with the players depending on what you say. Because an insight check could possibly destroy everything, or you could get super creative with if she is truly a world-ending threat, or maybe she also doesn't know that she's a world-ending threat. Maybe she's also kept in the dark. Or maybe the simple thing, yeah, maybe the simplest answer, Vanoa, is that she's not going to literally end the world. These are just anti-monarchists who want to get rid of the princess and the royal family because they are going to ruin the kingdom, and they are down with the monarchy. Maybe it's as simple as that. But let's just try this path. I'm gonna channel one of my really ridiculous... You see, one of my OCs, my rogue character, Vance, this is something he would do. You know, of all the people they got to try and slay the princess, they chose the one person that would... Because my OC had an arc as well, where he's not sure about the intentions and motivations of this noble woman, but he couldn't help but fall in love with her. I'm getting you out of here. What's the narrator gonna say?
Have to be kidding.
Time to make mistakes, narrator.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
The narrator has to narrate what we do. Poor guy.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Wait, there's an upstairs?
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light
True,
of day.
true.
They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I could at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Of course they planned for this.
Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oi! Let me out of here!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Well, you don't tell me what to do.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do
that. Free the princess. Maybe she can regenerate.
Against your better judgment,
oh my god.
place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Oh my god. She's just staring at us.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, our hand had like scales or something.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. The princess clutches the wound, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Shh. Gods.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
So what are you gonna do, narrator?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh. Wait, yeah, we look... What? Ah, we are not human or something. Mute... Okay, what is this? Narrator's controlling us.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. Warn her.
Stop that.
Oh. I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess dodges? Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
She's bleeding, so I don't think she's undead. Just Monica, resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She knocks your legs out from under you with a swift kick. You didn't even see it coming. You fall to the ground, the wind leaving your lungs all at once in a violent puff, and her knee settles on your throat. You try to gasp for air, but she pushes on your windpipe with weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. You won't draw another breath. When she manages to escape from this place and brings ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault.
Whatever, narrator, I won't be alive to see it.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happening. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Oh, don't you worry. I'll gladly slay that princess. She's got it coming. Lie. Yep, okay. Definitely going to slay that princess. No, let's go for... Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. We can help her. We just have to find a way. Oh, is there another one of us in here?
Another one. Now we have another voice in our head.
Help her? Need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago. Sure, and all of us in here definitely believe you. Just stay focused on the task at hand.
Yep, okay. Definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? alright? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. I have one last warning for you.
We got an achievement though. The real Slay the Princess starts here. Die. Huh.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay, narrator.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say the word wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely empty. The air
And
stale
then layers
musty,
upon layers.
the floor and walls covered in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
And I think no matter how much you try to explore it, I don't think they're ever gonna let you know what will happen if she escapes.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I have no point of comparison because I have not played Stanley Parable. Take the knife. Oh, enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, 5 chapters.
Her voice carries softly up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
She's doing a different approach now. Now it's like a scared princess.
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. It's even more hypnotizing than before. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be? I think we're in love. For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation. You walk down
She
the
looks
stairs
different
and
now.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's still so beautiful. And she has both of her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen?
What's going on?
It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
It's another princess?
You. I remember you.
Oh,
You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Okay, that is a great little teaser. That is a great little teaser. I'm so intrigued. Want more content? Episodes 1 to 3 of Scarlet Hollow are out now. You mentioned Scarlet Hollow, right? There's 7 endings in the demo and many more ways to die. Let's do the simplest solution, which is what's this? Editing, writing, coding. The princess, Nicole Goodnight. Why is that familiar? The voice is in your head, Jonathan Sims. Let's go for the speed run. Yep, Fisher. We're just gonna go for that.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here.
Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's the spirit.
Do-do-do-do-do.
You make your way up the short path. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely. The blade is your.
Oh, I guess I gotta use this blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge now. Don't let it fool you.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you?
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Let's turn that option to skip things we already saw. What's this? I just checked this, right? Unseen text? Or no? Don't do it? Okay. So it's not like exocolonist. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Just hold control and it skips what you've seen. Okay, that's what we want. Yeah, I was looking for that option. There, thanks, control. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
Okay, well, what if you didn't kill me?
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked?
Oh, okay. My bad. So control is the one to skip. Yeah, I just wanted to skip the scene text.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Uh-huh.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your...
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Oh, wow.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job!
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
I guess it still is a blade, is it?
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Did that work?
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would, but I have to wonder. Do you really think this is the end?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die. You're on a path in the woods.
Okay, it is a dagger. But I already... Screw this, getting out of here. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's going to kill us again.
Oh, is there another one of us in here? If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
I have one last warning for you.
It's not her lies that'll stop us.
I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess. Ignore them, they don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
Proceed into the cabin.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, we know what they mean.
The basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are wide and deep. The air seeping up from below is heavy and oppressive, with an odd, eggy stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
This is new.
Who's there?
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before. Of course it is. Don't let it intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time? It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought. I told you. It's pointless.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
What? We got another ending. The Fury. She responded to... Yeah, exactly. So I was looking for the words. To what we think of her, what... And it's informed by a previous encounter. Interesting. That's some really interesting magic. Like her form is what people, or what you in particular, perceive her to be. It's like it's like a, what do you call it? You know, the cat in the box. I forgot my words. But you're like, she's in the box, and you haven't opened it yet. You haven't perceived her yet, and you're already thinking about what she is or how she's like. Interesting. I don't want to spoil more of it because I want to play the full one. Schrodinger's box. I want to play the full game. When is it coming out? 2023? Oh shit. That's a long wait. That's a long wait. Thank you for sharing this, Vanua. I think that's cool. That's enough a teaser for me. Like, we found the interesting trick where we perceive, you know, what we think of her, we can influence it. But I want to, wow. Yeah, Scarlet Hollow from the same devs. So while waiting for the game, I could think of Scarlet Hollow. It's in early access though, so it's not yet done. Seven episodes. The first 3 are available now. I see why 2023 is they're still working on Scarlet Hollow. That's why they can't release Princess yet. It also has the demo. Episode 1 is free to play. Got it. Yeah, count me in. I'm going to buy it. And if I'm still streaming next year, I'm going to stream it. So Scarlet Hollow episode 1. So, but right now, we spent roughly an hour and a half on that. Let's do Fisher's. What was that? Heads Will Roll Downfall demo. But thank you. That was intriguing. That is so intriguing. Definitely gonna be getting it when it launches. It's on my wish list. And I guess Scarlet Hollow will finish. I don't know which will come first. Scarlet Hollow or Slay the Princess. Either way, I'm gonna play that. The Wandering Village, early access. Let's download that while we play the demo. The Wandering Village. Oh wait, is the Wandering Village the one that's on top of that, literally on top of that creature, and then it... yes, this is the one. I do have it wishlisted already. There is no demo. Huh. Okay. But yep, that is already on the wish list. We plan to be in early access until the release of episode 7, which we're currently hoping to release in 2024. You know, this is why Life is Strange moved away from the episodic format when they were taking, like, they took, I think, in Life is Strange 2, but I think that the longest wait they had for an episode was almost a year. And it was really a terrible blow for them in terms of pacing their story. So they decided to just release all episodes at once. So like playing Scarlet Hollow and finishing the 3 episodes now, and then waiting 2 years for the rest of the episodes. You think it's still worth getting into it, despite it being early access and only 3 episodes? Okay, heads will roll. A week from the character life. So, can it? Okay, it's worth it. So it's not exactly like it follows directly from the previous episode. Or at least it can stand alone. Yeah. Let's double check the settings. English. English. Uh why isn't it? Oh, there. Ah! Downfall is not responding. Maybe it's because of the NVIDIA. Yeah, to be safe, let's turn on the NSFW filter. Okay, if it crashes again, I'm gonna turn off the NVIDIA overlay because maybe that crashed it. Oh, all of a sudden, mature content. Okay, mature content is off. Hold up. This is the same menu as Scarlet Hollow, as Slay the Princess. It's the same engine? Yeah, it's exactly the same. Oh. Huh. RPG Maker or something. Oh, something. Well, yeah, it's the same. Cool, cool. So everything's okay. Preferences, mature content is off. Full screen, text speed, we're good. Let's have some medieval hijinks. What is your name? Let's bring in my Pendragon character. Eleanor Longford. Longford. No, my name's too long. God damn it. Fine, I'll be her mother, Karen Longford. Eleanor Long. Ren P visual novel engine. Thanks for letting us know about it. That's interesting. Coincidentally, the two games we're demoing, your two suggestions happen to be from the same RP visual. Ah, male character. Who's my son? Sorry, I do have a list of my children. Wait. What? What? Okay, here. Okay, so in Pendragon, it's a generational game. I had a bunch of children. I'm playing my eldest daughter right now, Eleanor. Adar and Edern were courtiers. Ardo and Alaric, the twins. Let's play one of the twins. Longford. Ardo Longford. There. The other twin won't fit. Ardo Longford. Yeah, because you have to keep track of your, each game year that passes, each winter phase, you age up, you roll aging rolls, you manage your estate. Pendragon's a super awesome tabletop RPG. I recommend, if you ever get the chance to be on a table for Pendragon, it really pays off the longer you're, it can take place from like the Age of Anarchy all the way to the downfall of Arthur. So Arthurian legend, you can be part of it and really experience that. And a new edition of Pendragon is coming out this year, I think, or early next year. 6th edition Pendragon's coming out. Normal. A moderately difficult mode that'll offer you a real challenge. Fair fights. Game can be saved in between battles. No increased gold rewards. And no increased gold, no bonus time in between battles. Warning, profile doesn't level up. Well, yeah, we're doing the demo. Yeah, there was a Pendragon game. I'm just not... Did I wishlist that already? Oh, I never wishlisted it. But there's another game here. There's a board game I wanted to back on Kickstarter, but I did not have the funds because it is so freaking expensive. But they released video game versions of it. It's called Tainted Grail. And there are 2 games based on the board game. It's basically dark fantasy Arthurian legend. So Tainted Grail Conquest is a deck-building roguelite, and I think the other one, The Fall of Avalon, is the RPG. RPG full of complex quests in which your decisions matter. So there are 2 games set in the Tainted Grail mythos. And I heard the board game's pretty good. Pendragon Rising. Very positive. What is this? Seize the throne in the age of King Arthur. Lead an army of Britons against the darkest of enemies in this epic interactive medieval fantasy novel. It is literally a novel. Choose your own adventure. Interesting. Yeah, this one got like mixed reviews, but one of my friends wants it. It reminds me of Banner Saga now. May as well. I need to cull this wish list. Let's get back to the game. King Arthur Knight's Tale. Is that what you'd recommend for an Arthurian thing? Oh, this one! I remember this. I didn't wishlist it either. Almost forgot about it. I got this confused with Tainted Grail because similar vibe. You know, modern retelling, dark fantasy, Arthurian mythology, etc., etc. Arthurian XCOM. I see Fisher already had played it. Alright, let us return to Ardo Longford. Will heads roll? Create random? Oh, roll. Roll stats. So Ardo. What's this? Hand axe. A scabbard. Light crossbow. And a hunting bolt. Well, the dice tell the story. Let us proceed. Being the youngest son of an impoverished merchant, you never had any particular ambitions about your future. And never in your wildest dreams had you imagined yourself becoming a warrior. Living a poor but steady... Now I'm reminded of medieval Kingdom Come Deliverance. Living a poor but steady life, you, from the young age, found solace in hard and honest physical labor. Never asking for much, you were happy to spend your days working and evenings partying with friends at a local tavern, letting wine and ale wash away the sweat. Glad to see you in another Hey Yo Frankie, hey. We're just playing demos, just winding down the night with this. It was one of these evenings that returned your whole world upside down. So we are demoing... What's the demo again? What are we playing? Heads Will Roll Downfall demo. Drunken brawls at the tavern were not uncommon, especially when the place was visited by some fancy-dressed outsiders with fat wallets and bad manners. The locals didn't take kindly to this kind of strangers. That night, it was the sheriff's youngest son with his buddies who showed up at the tavern. Loud, haughty, and full of his usual obnoxious swagger, he immediately started to boast about how he and his family own all of Greenwich, telling stories about riches of his father and countless men killed by his older brother, a bloodthirsty duelist. They were almost openly asking for an ass-whooping. Was ass-whooping a term back then? This time, however, it didn't end with a simple fistfight. Things escalated, and soon after the first hands were thrown, people started reaching for clubs and knives. You reached for yours too. It is not really clear who had landed the blow that killed the sheriff's son, but if it were, you had to pay for it. A couple of hours later, that same night, armed people dragged you out of your own house, throwing you into the Greenwich jail. The sheriff paid you a personal visit and, after a rather brief half-hour beating, promised you that you'd be hanged by the next moon. At dawn, using the carelessness of the sleepy guards who were taking you to see the judge, you escaped. A day later, hungry and dirty, you arrived in London. Oh, London's dirty here. With not even Londinium, just London. With no idea where to go, you came across a wagon of royal recruiters agitating local beggars and drunkards to join the militia of the king's army that is about to set out north to wage war against the invading Scots. Finding yourself in the middle of a strange city with no friends or money, but with a hefty bounty on your head, you didn't really have much of a choice. If you had to lose your life, you'd rather die by a sword or an arrow than from a shameful noose around the neck. A couple of hours later, you entered a large military encampment at the northern end of the city. Chapter 1: A New Life, Army Camp, north of London. Welcome to Heads Will Roll, Downfall. Soon you will embark on your first adventure, but before you do it, we have to warn you, not all risks are worth taking, and not all fights are worth fighting. Words to live by. Blindly charging forward without considering the circumstances and consequences is the fastest way to get yourself killed. Heads Will Roll will try to present the player with a lot of difficult choices, but your answers will never be right or wrong. There is always something to lose and something to gain, no matter the choice. A good strategy for success is to approach the adventures with the goal of simply surviving rather than becoming a hero. Don't go on dangerous endeavors if you're not confident in your success, as you may be severely punished for unpreparedness. But I'm a hero. Some quests... So, discretion is the better part of valor. Some quests will be failed. Some characters you meet will grow to hate or despise you. Sometimes you will have to flee from a battle in order to save your life. Ooh, this is going to be working against every fiber of my RPG being. Don't let these things bother you too much, as your real purpose is to make it to the very end in one piece. And the last but not the least, remember to keep track of time. Training, shopping, adventuring, and completing quests will all consume it. Neglect one too much in favor of the other, and you're in for unpleasant surprises. Damn it, my social links. Sounds like a Persona game in text. Okay, well... Army Camp, London. Time till next story event. Well, I'm in a questing mood. Oh. The Thames, whatever. River Thames. How did they pronounce it? Okay, so each action consumes a unit of time. Character. Camp activities. In the camp, you can spend your time to relax, relieve your stress, and hang out with other soldiers while performing various activities. All of them help relieve stress in their own way, and by different amounts, so it would be wise to try all of them and see the results for yourself. In addition to that, the camps also serve as an important social hub where you can gather information and receive tasks from other characters. Sounds good. Let's socialize. No. Let's... gamble. I don't have enough money. Socialize. Hey, you. Yes, you. I don't remember seeing you before. Whose squad are you from? Nobody's. I just arrived. Ah, so you are from the townspeople. Did you fall for recruiters' fairy tales? Dreaming of gold, glory, and adventure? Something like that. What? You say I shouldn't have? Well, judging by your appearance, you definitely won't become poorer, even if you try hard. Can't lose what you don't have. And here, you'll definitely have at least some kind of money, so... I like when money looms in the horizon, and the further away from here this horizon is, the better. When do we set out? Ha! For the first time in my life, I see a militiaman who's raring to go. and we haven't even paid you a penny yet. The sergeant will definitely like you. We plan to march in 4 or 5 days, when the rest of the carts with food are brought up. A few more days. I suggest you make use of this time. Focus on your physical training, or maybe take a couple of fencing lessons from someone around here. And please, come up with something more decent to wear, or else you'll be a laughing stock for the Scots. In short, try not to let your first fight be your last. Thanks for the advice, but I'm afraid I can't afford spending on equipment right now. Oh, right. Speaking about money, all recruits are entitled to a salary. No gold mountains, that's for sure, but you'll certainly get a couple of florins for ale and pants without patches. Sounds very enticing. Alright then, find me when you have a look around and I'll take you to the sergeant. Deal. By the way, my name is Ruffin. Don't shake the air, my friend. Save your breath. See if you'll be still alive a week later, then you tell me. Alright. Go to character to equip stuff. How do we... Oh, here. Equip. 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 You need a belt or a pouch to equip items. Well, shit, we don't have a quiver. Fine. We don't have a quiver for the hunting bolt. Oh, load. Got it, got it. Train. Through training, you can improve the various skills and attributes of your character. Keep in mind that training both consumes time and rapidly builds up fatigue. If you do not want to start the battle in a disadvantageous position, then do not forget to properly rest. Rest before the battle. Got it. Swords. Training with a coach. Cost 35 florins? What is even our reputation? We have axes, so we're training with an axe. I guess we have a Saxon upbringing and learned our axes from our Saxon uncle or something. Moderately exhausting. What are they now? Sussex? I don't know what time period we're in. Increase your proficiency with axes and maces by 1. So when you have an item to hold more than you can shoot more than 1 time, also need to load the gadget. Right, a loader. Let's try sparring. Your reputation is not high enough. Fine, we are going to solo practice because I am poor and I have no friends. You became more proficient with axes and maces. Let's do it again. Ugh, you're exhausted and can't train. You need to rest. Crossbow, solo practice. I really can't. Back. Camp physician. Talk. Here you can use help of a medical specialist to treat your heavy wounds and injuries. Untreated injuries might become permanent and unhealable over time. Yeah, dying of infection maybe. Noticing how you are loitering about, one of the medics calls you over and asks if you're interested in the opportunity to earn some extra money. Ask about the details of the affair. The job, according to him, is completely trifling, a matter of a couple of hours at maximum. All you need to do is help him transport a small cargo from the military camp to the city. There's only one small but. It needs to be done at night without anyone noticing. Otherwise, there's going to be big trouble. Seeing some confusion on your face, he promptly clarifies that the mysterious cargo is just a shipment of medical supplies from the royal stocks that he pocketed to resale later. You gonna cut me in on that? Agree. Delighted by you agreeing onto the job, he says that he will be waiting for you at the same place at sunset. New quest added. Somewhat illegal job. Virtue lowered by 7. I'm not a virtuous person at all. So that's our quest. Somewhat illegal job. Help the medic to smuggle goods into the city. So what did he say? Sunset? Contraband. Oh. Upon meeting with the medic at the appointed place, you are surprised to find that he is not exactly dressed for a travel. You become even more suspicious when he begins to explain in detail how to go into the city through one of the hidden paths. Finally, everything falls into place when he hands you a weighty bale that was waiting at his feet and wishes you luck. Obviously, he is not going anywhere and only reminds you to come to him for a reward once you're done. The medic finishes his briefing and quickly disappears into the darkness of the Dormont camp, leaving you alone. Go to town. Realizing that there is nothing you can do really, you put the bale on your back and try not to make any noise, cautiously start to make your way out of the camp. The bale is heavy, but your strength is enough to move quickly with it and not make too much noise. You manage to get out of the camp unnoticed. Heck yeah! The way to the city, however, is not all easy. I guess we are not virtuous, honorable knights. We are just here to survive. We're a survivor. Knowing that it is a dangerous move along the main path, you take detours through the muddy off-road trails. The road is grueling, but you gather all your strength for the final push. Endurance! Success! Avoiding night patrols, you quickly reach an unfinished section of one of the walls where, as the doctor said, you can enter the city unhindered and quietly get inside. When in London, you deliver the contraband to some kind of ordinary-looking house, the owner of which gives you a note for the doctor and sends you back. The way back, fortunately, is uneventful. Grateful for your help, the medic promises to treat you at a discount from now on, and also gives you a small reward. I think this is a win-win. Virtue, ha, the hell with that. Who needs honor and virtue? Honor and virtue are for cowards and soon-to-be dead men. The cost of treatment has been reduced. 45 florins received. Zen, thank you again for tuning in and being here at the beginning and the end of this stream. Always great to have you, Zen. Good night and take care and have a good drive. Take care. Get some good rest. We are just doing our demos. After the 3 demos, I might have to turn in as well. I want to try and survive this. So we got some good things here. More activities. Let's spend this money to gamble. You spent some time gambling and relaxing. This time, however, luck wasn't on your side. We lost 1 florins. God damn it. Gamble. This time, luck was on your side. Gamble. Damn it! We're gonna stay here forever. Ardo probably has like a gambling addiction. Drink. You don't have any alcohol. Pray, socialize, hang around the campfire. You spend some time hanging out and wandering around. Oh, that's it? Socialize. That's roughin'. Well, did you settle in? Let's go. It's time for you to meet the sergeant. Huh. So, is this the guy who was eager to go to war? He's the one. I haven't even said a word about the salary and he already asked me when we are setting off. Really? In a hurry to die for the faith of the king, boy? How commendable. Well, let's not pull the mare by the tail then. I have no idea where you came from. However, since Ruffin was already kind of picked you up, I guess you're enlisted to us now. Welcome to the Earl Northampton squad. Give my respects to the Earl. Would he maybe like to pay me a salary though? I thought about it and decided that it wouldn't hurt if I acquire some money. Yeah, boy. And I thought you were different. It's feudalism, my friend. Don't ask what the Earl can do for you. Ask what you can do for the Earl. Words of gold, Ruffin. However, the guy is right. A scrawny ragamuffin like you, Ardo Longfold, could sure use some equipment. Otherwise, you will have to be crossed off the squad list even before the ink with which your name has been written dries. 40 florins received. You have been promoted to militiaman. Well, that's not much. Don't get smart with me, son. You should be thankful that you got anything at all. You have all the delights of royal service and army life ahead of you. Free meals, friendly colleagues, outdoor work, and lots of travel. Solid benefits. It's you who should pay to experience such things, not the other way around. And we even offer opportunities for career growth. They'll notice as good people, so if you prove yourself, then, who knows? You might get out of the mud. The Earl looks after his people, that's for sure. So, enough of your jibber-jabber. Prepare yourself and get ready to march. Consider yourself well done. If you get out of the first battle alive, and I even will personally shake your hand if you manage to kill someone. Well, and if you kill 2, then I might even stop thinking of you as a useless scrub. New quest added, useless scrub. What is this even? Sure, we have money. Let's continue to train with an axe. We don't have a reputation, so let's go training with a coach. You became more proficient with axes and maces. Let's also buy equipment. Searching for available trade offers will consume some of your time and produce several options. You can perform this action multiple times to find more items for sale. We need armor. Armor. Leather bracers that improve our hand grips. Limbs armor and limbs cover. Well, it's better than nothing. Oh, we're poor as hell. Working gloves? Craftsmanship +3? No. So there's crafting here, if you want to craft our own stuff. So we have an axe, but do we have a backup weapon? Throwing knife. Wait, it double bought the bracers? What? Wait, I trained before? Huh? Ah, yes, I trained before. Whoops, that is my bad. Healing herbs sounds important. Okay, I am hecking poor. Let's get another bolt. Alright, we're done. I need more work. Now, let's train again. Let's work on our endurance. No, stamina in turn allows you to perform various actions in battle. The lower your current stamina is, the easier it becomes your enemies to hit you. Well, we don't want that. Endurance. Coordination represents your ability to control yourself under pressure. It determines how both successful you are at regeneration stamina and how much of it you're able to regenerate. Seems important. Let's keep it up with no dump stats. If you scavenge, you might get some items you can sell. Got it. So that's how we earn money. Agility. What do I want to focus on? Vitality. I'm too exhausted. Let's Gamble our last florins. Ah, we won one! Ah! Socialize. Sergeant, Ruffin. Socialize with the sergeant. Ha! Here comes the scrub. What's the matter? Did you forget which end of the sword to poke an enemy with? Back. Ruffin. Ah! Ardo Longford. How's life treating you? Getting settled in at the camp? Yes, everything's fine. Doing fine. Well, that's great. It's not easy to get used to life in a camp, but once you do, you will feel at home in your tent. First-timers always find it difficult to adapt, but over time you'll learn what's what. Although many recruits, on the contrary, are rather delighted. Here they get food, water, and even money. The only downfall is that sometimes you have to fight. But believe me, you have way more chances to kick the bucket from typhus or diarrhea than from a Scottish spear. So, no need to be afraid. I have no place to store things. I need advice and training. I would like to make extra money. Actually, I'd love to earn some extra money. Extra money? It's all about money with you lately. I had no idea you were so materialistic like this, my friend. That's an L for you, huh? Come on, don't pout. Everyone needs money, I understand. Check out the Traveling Forge. There should always be work there in theory. But keep in mind that if your hands grow out of your ass, then you won't be able to earn much there. At best, you'll be an errand boy. Bring this, give that, and nip around the wine. I don't mind running for wine, actually. Well, who would doubt? Anyway, a forge is a forge. After all, maybe you will learn something there in a month or two, and with your hands straightened, you'll be able to earn decent money. Okay. Ruffin is very helpful. Let's check the forge. Blacksmith. At the camp forge, you can get full or partial repairs of your equipment. Partial repairs will cost less, but may lead to a worsening of some of the items' protective qualities, so if you want to skimp on repairs. Only those items that are in your inventory can be repaired. You can also pick up the side jobs at the forge. Physical labor here is quite hard and exhausting, causing, unlike other activities in the camp, a rise in your fatigue level. But such work, however, allows you to increase the craftsmanship skill as well as to earn money. The amount you get paid is determined by your crafting skill, which we have none of right now. Work at the forge has been added to the list of activities available in the camp. That's why they're crafting gloves. Repair equipment partially repair. We don't need to repair. You spend some time working at the forge. You earn 5 florins. You can only repair and there's a full repair. Ah, okay. So you can have the option to like make shoddy repairs. Let's... I guess Ardo's a gambler. We can travel, right? Useless scrub. Impress a sergeant by killing 2 enemies in the first battle. Wait, let's equip our stuff first. What's our relationships like? Romantic interests. You can click on the character's name in order to access the memories. Well, renown, inventory. Tutorial, armor. Your character has 5 different armor slots that enable you to wear different 5 armor at the same time. Body. Helmet. Gorge. I keep forgetting how to pronounce gorge. Neck and throat. Bracer slot and leg armor. Neck is very hard to hit, but strikes to the neck do most damage, and sometimes can cut the throat, causing massive bleedings. Damage to limbs builds up fatigue. Yeah, you want to wear them down. Alright, we have 1 extra bolt, healing herbs. We're good. Wait, it's a crafting item. We have to turn it into medicine with craft. No, we can't just eat the herbs. Our reputation with the soldiers is 20 currently. What's our virtue? So it's like honor in Pendragon. How glory. How virtuous you are in the eyes of people surrounding you. Let's travel to London. Oh, scavenge. You mentioned scavenging, right? Let's try this out. Let's stretch our legs. You get out of the camp and go to the surrounding forests to replenish your supplies, heading towards the unknown adventures laying ahead. During your walk through the forest, you come across a group of hunters from the local community. They turn out to be not very friendly and end up asking you to leave their hunting grounds. Luck check failed. Damn it. May as well get everything. Combat poisons and cloth. Making your way back, all of a sudden, you find yourself right in the middle of some sort of hunting grounds and clumsily step on an animal trap that seriously wounds your leg. Luck and coordination fail. Vitality lowered by 1. The rest of your way back goes smoothly without any more adventures. God damn it. Physician! Oh, I don't have any injuries. My vitality goes down by 1. Let's rest. Hang around the campfire. Can we train now? There we go. Vitality is back. Gotta work on that leg. What a great start. Before the war, too. After spending a couple of days in the camp, you get more and more used to the way of life here and also begin to make acquaintances with other militiamen. Answering questions about your past and how you ended up here, you... answer evasively. You prefer to remain silent and, for your own safety, keep your mouth shut. Your reticence and withdrawal naturally do not make you very popular among your new comrades. I could have told them a lie about who I am and why I'm here. Not that I'm an escaped convict. Alas. Let's get to know them. Yeah, we need to get down our exhaustion before the battle. What's the best way to really relax? We should save. How's it going, Matthew? We got some suggestions from chat here. Vanua suggested we play Slay the Princess. I did 2 endings. It is very intriguing, and I really want to play the full version. However, the full version is coming in 2023. So Slay the Princess was a very intriguing, hyper-focused scenario with a lot of possibilities. And now we're playing Fisher's Suggestion, which is Heads Will Roll, which is a prequel to the first game. Heads Will Roll Downfall. So drinking, but you need ale or wine for that, then gambling is the next bet. Volcano Princess, you'll play it after tonight's game of Apocalypse Keys.